Morning students. So this is your first step in 11th. So students, you should keep in your mind, if you want to be a good programmer in Python, for that you practice more and more. After that you are able to do the different things. So first of all, I am going to tell you the basic concepts. Before that, today in the starting, I am going to tell you the structure of the question papers, or you can say the syllabus. So as you know, our question papers that comes according to the 100 marks. So according to the 100 marks, it is not having its the things. It is not having its other things like in 10, the theory portion that was out of 30, and practical portion that was out of 70. But here it is divided. Theory portion, theory out of 70, and practical, that is 30 marks. So today just I am giving you the introduction that the structure of your syllabus that has been changed. The structure of your syllabus that has been changed. So here theory that will come out of 70 marks, and practical portion that will come out of 30 marks. So this 30 marks that has to be divided like 30 marks Python, 25 marks Python, 30 marks SQL or MySQL, and other things. Social, cyber security, cyber safety, it is 5 marks. Cyber safety, it is 5 marks. So see, here only 60 marks that has been calculated. After that, 10 marks for computer fundamentals. See, 10 marks for computer fundamentals, 25 marks for Python, and 30 marks for MySQL, and 5 marks for cyber safety. So all the things that will come in your syllabus like 70 marks. See, 25 and 10, 35 and 5, 40 and 30, that is 70. In the same thing, in the practical portion, that is also having its 2 mode. 15 marks for Python, 5 marks for MySQL. After that, 5 marks for practical, 5, and 6 marks for project file, and at last 4 marks for Viva. See, 15 and 5, 20, 20, 25. Sorry, 10 marks. Here 10 marks. 10 marks and 15, 15 and 5, 20, 20 and 6, 26 and 4, it's out of 30. So, in this way, our syllabus that is divided of IP, in that I'm going to tell you, first of all, whatever you have studied in 10th, that will also be covered here, except this, some different points that will also come in computer fundamentals. So only computer fundamentals you can see from the 10th, but after that, here some other points regarding computer fundamentals, they have also been discussed. Like as we are starting, that computer is an electronic data processing machine. Computer is an electronic data processing machine which can take the data, process the data, and after that display the result. Here I am going to tell you Here I am going to tell you regarding computer. So computer is an electronic data processing machine which can take the data, process the data, and give the result. So here question is arises. If you are having the data and that has to be processed, so we are giving you the basic example. From the input portion, you are taking the value. After that, it is going for processing. So here all the things processing, storage, all the things is here. So after completing this work, that has to be passed for that. So this will be the output, and this is called processing. See, I, P or O, we are using I, P, O, that is IPO cycle. As you know, in 10th also you have discussed some of the points related to this, that about input process and output cycle. Input process and output cycle, we have discussed that if you are taking the data, that will be called here input. After that, what activity that has to be done? What activity that has to be done by the computer itself? So that is called process. And after that, whatever you are getting as a result, so that will be called as a output. Here the question is that that if you are taking anything, from the users, for that it is compulsory that you should take the points that by which devices, by which part of the computer you are able to take the data, or computer is able to take the data. So that is called input devices, by which the computer is taking the data with the help of input devices. Okay? After that, we are discussing, through that we are getting the result. If we are getting the result with the help of output devices. So, with the help of output device, we are taking the output. With the help of input device, we are giving to the computer as an input. After that, with the help of processing, with the help of processing device, we can process the data, and after that, with the help of storage unit. So input unit, output unit, storage unit, and processing unit. All these things that are divided, that we are taking the data with the help of input devices, with the help of output device we can display the result, and in between processing with the help of process units, with the help of storage unit, all the things, all the work that has to be done in computer. Actually, computer understand programming language. So first of all, I am going to tell you about programming language. Actually, in our videos, I am going to tell you some portion of the theory with the help of programming also. So, in our syllabus, as you know, Python language is the main language. So, I have to tell you the points day by day. After that, you are able to work on your computer also. So, the students, you should think on the programs, whatever is given by your teacher, that should be in your daily practice, so that you are able to work more and more in your notebooks. So don't forget, if you are not doing like that, so you will face consequences. For that, it is compulsory that you practice more and more. You practice daily to daily. So here I am going to write one program like that in Python. So, we are taking one example regarding the addition of two numbers. Regarding of addition of two numbers, we are giving you the example. For example, one number that is 10, one number is 15. As you know, that will be 25. So, if you are adding them, then output that will come 25. But in the computer language, In the computers programming, as you know, computer understand programming language. So in the beginning also I have told you about programming language. Programming language is that language that is understood by the computers. Or you can say, if we are telling you anything in Hindi, then you should also able to understand Hindi. If you are not able to understand Hindi, then what is the solution? What is the solution so that you are able to understand? For that you should take the help of any converter or any other things. In the same thing, if computer is not able to understand at that time, we should use different types of things, different types of programs. That is also the part of the programming language. Here the question arises that if you are using any programming language, that should also be understandable by the computers. So Python is that language that is understandable by the computer language. You know, Python is a high level language. Python is a high level language that is having its own importance. So for this program or this calculation, you should keep in your mind that we have to take different things we are using here. So one by one I have to tell you that thing, but in the starting some of the points they can be remained. So afterwards I will tell you one by one. Only we are giving you the points. We are giving you the points so that you are able to work with the help of computer also. So here see, this is the program. In that we have decided 10 and 15 and both the numbers that is also added. After that it is also displayed. So here the question is that if you are taking this series, if you are taking these numbers, for that there are different things. There are different things that is also having its own importance, but you are not having the ideas why you are using this and what is it. So first of all I have to tell you what is it and why we are using it. So here the thing is that here variable is also here. Variable. But the question arises in front of us, what is variable? Actually any suggestive name we are taking for the purpose of storing anything, and you can say it is a named location. Variable is a named location that has to be given for the specific space in the computer memory, so that you can able to store anything. You are able to store anything, so that can be called as a variable. Whatever you are storing. So if you are writing this, it means, see, you can take the example. Suppose it is computer memory. In that one space you have allotted for A. So this space name that can be given with any name. So that is called variable. If you are storing anything, if you are storing in that, like in this space you are storing 10, in this space you are storing 10, so it means that 10 will be stored in A, so that is fixed, that in that space you are storing 10, so that's why this is called constant. So constant and variables, there are two things, that constant is that thing that you are storing and that value cannot be changed in the program executions. Whatever you are doing this, so that cannot be changed. That's why the value that will not be changed here, so that can be called as a constant. There are two things, one is variable, one is constant. Variable is that thing that can be changed in the program executions. Maybe this value of A that can be transferred in another variable like B. So you can store in B, you can store A at the place of B. You can store any other variables, so that value can be changed, but the literals or the constant value that cannot be changed. One more thing I have to tell here. If you are taking 10, maybe at the place of 10 you are able to store any other things, like in A you can store, at the place of 10 you can store, for example, other. So different types of values you are storing, but if you are storing different type of values in the same series, you can able to understand that it belongs to number, it belongs to characters. So here that term that will be called as a data type. So if you are storing the things, if you are storing the values in a different styles, different